Hi there, and welcome back to History of Fleetwood Mac. I'm Anita. Today we're going to continue Volume 17, Episode 6 of my Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks scrapbooks. We're continuing on with 2003's Say You Will. And this first part here is kind of a dull page. Just yet another ad from the Bay Area. This one was from, I'm going to guess the San Francisco Chronicle. And it had the date for the July 8th and the July 23rd Oakland shows. So just a little bit different. But this picture underneath was yet another one that I took. And this one came out, first of all, it was developed poorly. And it's kind of blurry, but I dug, when I first took it, the hues that had come out of it. And if I had it developed again, and I think I have a small one, which if I can find it, I'll show it in another video. But this looks more like an orb instead of just like an ink mark or something on Stevie. This came out almost like overexposed with what little knowledge I have of photography, but it's still kind of a cool picture of her. And again, it's kind of cool when you see it the other way as kind of like that little orb looking thing. That was one of my photos, and this one was taken in Sacramento or Marysville, actually. And that date was the July 6th photo, July 6th, 2003. This had come out in 2003, if everybody remembers. First of all, I can't believe this, because if you all keep up with Lindsey Buckingham's page. I don't remember if it's on Facebook or TikTok or both, but little Lily here, adorable little child who's a beautiful young lady now, does these short little interviews with her father, and they're simply priceless. And the relationship they have is just beautiful. And I love this picture, and I love seeing Lindsey as a happy family man, and this little girl of his is just to die for. She's so cute. This was yet another photo that I took, not quite clear, but a nice one of Lindsey, and I just thought it would go good on this page. And this came out of, this one was by Neil Preston. This came out of People magazine in just 2003. I don't remember when. But this was really cute, and I'd love to know how she's doing. This was out of Woman's World in June of 2003. And this young lady was a really big Stevie fan. And what's her name? Erica Knight, I'm guessing. And I guess she had lost a lot of her stuff in a fire. And, friends on the internet and stuff like that. Her mom joked about her being a little concerned about her being on the internet and what kind of people she's meeting. And it was a tornado. I'm sorry. And then anyway, friends of hers got together and they sent her a whole new selection of Fleetwood Mac music and just some little tchotchkes here and there, and just very sweet and endearing. And yet another reason why I love Fleetwood Mac fans, Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac fans, is the percentage of niceties is 99.9. There's a small 0.1% of awfulness, but it is a small percentage. Things like this are just really sweet. And not only was it a Stevie reference, but just another fan and something that I thought was just absolutely cool. So I'm really glad to have this article, and I'd love to know if she's out there. She's nobody that I've met online. I don't even know if she's still a fan. Maybe she's not much of a fan anymore, but it's still really cool. This was Stevie Nicks had made it over to, I want to say during the dance, they went over to Australia and New Zealand and stuff like that. And I want to say that this was out of a magazine that had come. I had to kind of cut it down, so it's not quite matched up, but this is one page, and then this little piece and the article was on the other page. So because it wouldn't all fit, I cut this down to make the page together and then put the article on the other side. But this was out of something from Australia, I'm pretty sure. And it is kind of cool having that picture so large like that, even though it's not perfect with the little stripe. But then this was the article, and this also, when I went looking through my stuff from 2003 and 2004, this was in my pile. And I said, no, this is like from like 2020 or something like that. This freaking photo is from 2003. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I swear I got the magazine like a couple years ago. This is so funny to me. And somehow I had a couple copies and they all got folded somehow, which really bummed me out. And with Michelle Branch, as you all know, I think, right? Yeah, Michelle Branch. And yeah, it's kind of cute. Great photo, Stevie. It would be nice to see more of these too, more of these outtakes. I want to say there's a couple that are just of Stevie, not with Michelle. really nice. And then this article again, oh, sorry, this is says that Fleetwood Mac tour starts in Dublin, November 19th. So yeah, they had gone overseas. So this might be from I still think it's from New Zealand or something like that. But anyway, it was cool to get that article from overseas. Not often that Fleetwood Mac makes their way over there, so that's kind of cool. And then this had a little bit of my work in it, and this was from a show it says 7/28/03, but I guess that would have been, I don't know, that would have been after Auburn. So, and I know I saw them coming back in 2000. Maybe it wasn't my work, this little picture here. But these articles, you know what? I'm sorry. These articles are from the last stop on the Say You Will 2003 tour that I know of. And that was in White River Amphitheater in Auburn, Washington. I've never been to that place, unless it's something I've been to and they changed the name. And I want to say this picture is from there, but for some reason I have the date written as the 28th. Maybe somebody had developed on the 28th. But it's cool to get yet another picture from the show. And these were out of somebody's scrapbook, so that's kind of why they're buttered up. But I love scrap stuff. If anybody's out there and wants to donate their, clippings to me, just kidding. But I just love having this, even if I wasn't at that show. Just a neat collection to kind of go through and read everything from every stop on a tour. Then these pictures are a combination of that same show from 7/19 by my friend and the show on 5/15/03 by another friend who I feel awful that I can't remember who it is. But these pictures here were from the show in 5/13, and the three in the middle were my friend's pictures that were taken at the San Diego show. This one is really cool. It's kind of from far away, but it has a great view. Same here, the people, but you can see them and you probably know what they're singing. I mean, maybe it's not, but great shot of Lindsay. Stevie's peeking out right there. And then the last one, which is really cool. So I did not realize this video was going to be quite that short. You know what's funny is I told you I've been working on all that stuff. Well, you know what? Why I keep showing them to you like this is because I've run out of pages. And those pages are going to be here next week, which is not a big deal because I can still work on putting them together. But yeah, this little batch I didn't realize was that short, but I still have some more coming. So what I thought would be about 2 or 3 episodes left for 2003 before 2014 might be right. Maybe it's this one and the next one. But come back because we'll be wrapping up 2003 pretty soon, going into the 2004 leg of Say You Will tour. So thank you again so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.